Welcome to Simply Qigong with Janine. I am doing a series of Qigong and Tai Chi segments with wonderful exercises that are gentle and healthy. I would like to thank Galen Martin, Homer Nottingham with Vital Arts Energy, and my fellow teachers and students and practitioners of Nevada County. Enjoy. Here's to health, vitality, and joy.
Hello, I'm Dena Yates, teacher of Simply Qigong and Tai Chi. I offer classes here at Peace Lutheran Church in Grass Valley on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:45 a.m. Come join us to enhance your practice. In this segment, we will be doing simple Tai Chi moves called calming the waters. We'll start with washing ourselves with Qi from heaven, with our knees soft, our legs squared off. I want you to picture having a kangaroo tail behind you that you're sitting on. Your spine is elongated, hanging like a strand of pearls, all 33 vertebrae stacked one on top of each other. As we take in a nice deep breath, collecting that energy around us and above us, nice bright eyes, we pull that energy in through the top of the head, through the eyes, and now think of your hands as filters, washing and cleansing your body, and let it go. And again, bright eyes, open those meridians through the eyes, pull in that power, that strength, that energy, and now wash your body, washing away any aches or pains, any unwanted thoughts, just let it go. And again. Hands slightly facing your body, feeling that energy, washing your Qi, and wash, and let it go. And we're going to stir up that energy that's naturally around us. You can't see it, you may not even feel it yet, but embrace it, cultivate it, and know that it's there. We're going to start what we call pouring. I'm going to step out a little bit wider with my left foot or your right foot. You generally want to step out generally with your left. And we're going to sit down into it a little bit, always keeping our knees soft in a soft stance. We never force any of these movements. It's always very gentle and kind to your body. So our body is made up of 70% water. So we want to think of those internal waters and start pouring them from side to side. As we take our body weight just over to one foot and one leg, we think of those internal waters coming over and pouring over to the other side. Now, imagery is very powerful in our practice of Tai Chi. So let's go to the ocean, a nice, warm, beautiful ocean with warm, foamy waters flowing in and out. They have minerals and nutrients washing your body, flowing in around your feet, flowing up around your knees, as well as those waters imagery outside of your body. Imagine your internal waters inside, just flowing from side to side, from one leg to the other, one hip to the other. Let those internal waters come up through the internal organs, washing and cleansing, bringing them up around your heart and your lungs. Now up and through your shoulders, and one hand feel a little heavier than the other. Feel it all the way out through the fingertips. Up through the head. I like my eyes closed through this segment, but of course you're watching me. Just stay focused and mindful with your movement, using your imagery. Now let those internal waters come up through the head, from one eye to the other, from one ear to the other. And now integrate that whole body movement from the feet, the hips, the heart, the shoulders, out through the fingertips, and up through the head from ear to ear. And you'll bring it to a gentle stop, coming to the center. You'll take in a nice deep breath, lifting your hands up to your shoulders. And exhale, pushing down into the earth, grounding yourself. Feel the grounding like a solid oak tree. As we're going to go into our first movement, it is calming the waters. We're just again going to stand in that Wuji stance. We're going to bring our heels together at this point, softening our knees so our feet are always out at a 45. We're just going to gently step out with your left foot, stepping heel toe. And as we do that, we bring our hands up. We're going to go out and we're going to collect those calming waters and we're going to pull them right into our heart, lifting your toe, shifting your weight back. So now we're back to that pouring, bringing your weight forward and bringing your weight back. Breathe, relax with it, stay mindful, be aware of your movement. We're working on a lot of strength here, bringing strength to our legs, our lower body, and a lot of good balance work here. Look at the balance that it's bringing out over your right foot and balancing back on your left. We're going to do one more on this side. As we pull our hands back into our heart, our foot comes back in, heels together, knees soft, hands come back to your tabletop. Same thing on other side. Our hands come up. As we step out heel toe, we take those hands out, we push them over those waves, those calming waters, and pull it right into our heart. Shifting out forward and pulling it into the heart. Breathe and relax. There's no wrong or right breathing here. Just be in sync with it, whatever feels good. And we're going to do one more on this side. As you pull your feet back in, heels together, and hands on your tabletop. So our next move, again, we're going to step out into our horse stance. Sit down into it again, knees soft, tail down. As we bring our hands in front of us, we're going to stack our hands, and we're going to just push those calming waters from side to side. Stacking your hands the other way, gently pushing it just past your hip. And again, nice and fluid. Breathe, shoulders down and relaxed. Again. And one more. And bring it back to the center. Hands come back, relax on your tabletop, and heels together. Now we're going to do ball in the mountain. So as we step out again with that 1 foot heel first, our hands come up to our shoulders, and now we're going to embrace that big, beautiful ball of energy that's in front of us and pull that weight back on your back leg as your hands wrap back around that ball. And again, staying up nice and erect. Think of that string on the top of your head pulling you up into heaven, keeping your spine elongated, just pouring those internal waters forward over the front leg and back. Let's do one more on this side. As we step back in, heels together, hands come to your tabletop. And the other side, stepping out. Again, hands are up. We embrace that big, beautiful ball of energy in front of us, pouring that weight back on the back leg. And again. So these are very beautiful Tai Chi moves, easy for anybody, beginners. If you're in your senior years, this is a great beginning for you to start your practice. Let's do 2 more on this side. And last one. Good. Foot comes back in, heels together, and hands rest on your tabletop. So our next move, again, we're going to step out into our little bit wider stance, our horse stance, what we call it, and we're going to circle the globe. So you're going to take that hand, stacking one on top of the other, like you're holding that big, beautiful ball of energy. And again, you're just going to shift that energy over to the side, just past the hips. And now let's transfer that hand movement, grabbing the ball the other way, and bring it all the way over to the other side, just past the hip. Notice how my lower body is not moving. It's just the upper body getting that nice little spinal twist. Shoulders are down and relaxed. And breathing. And this is our last one. And bring it back to the center. Heels back together, and hands come and rest on your tabletop. Now we're going to do a push and pull. Again, soften those knees. And as we step out with that one foot, we're going to take that same hand at the same time and give it a push with it. And as we return on that back leg, we push with the opposite arm. Keeping our hips forward. Breathe. Shoulders down and relaxed. Again, bringing that strength to your legs. Be aware how you're transferring that weight from the front leg to the back. Working on that balance, their structural integration. Let's do one more on this side. Bring those hands back together on your tabletop and heels together. Same thing on the other side, soften your knees. And let's push out again, taking that one arm and foot out, pushing. And as we come back, we push with the opposite arm. And again, and back. So you should feel no pain in your knees here. You may need to adjust your stance. You don't have to go as deep or as wide. Always being very gentle with your body and your joints. Breathe. Let's do one more on this side with a push. Good, and bring your hands back together. Rest on your tabletop, heels together, and soften your knees. Now this time we're going to do a push and pull with both hands. So as we step out with your one foot, hands come up to your shoulders, and we're going to step out, heel toe, and give it a nice little push, and pull in those waters, shifting that weight back and lifting your toe. And push. Bring in that imagery. Think of those internal waters, calming them, letting them flow. One more. And pull it back in. Heels together, hands on your tabletop. Other side. Stepping out, give it a push and a pull. Take note how I'm standing up nice and tall. I'm not leaning into it. My spine is hanging. My head is lifted up into the heavens. Breathe. Good. And let's do one more on this side. And pull it in. Heels together and hands rest on your tabletop. Now we're going to do a next move called raising the power. Beautiful move in Tai Chi. So we're going to step back out into our horse stance. Our toes come straight. And again, we're a little bit wider here. We want to sit down into it. We want to sync our breathing with this movement. So you're going to bring your hands down, shoulders relaxed, and your hands are just hanging. Think of your wrists just like paintbrushes on the end of your arm. You have a string of the arm here that is run by a puppeteer. You're using your muscles underneath your arms and through your rib cage to lift those arms. We're going to sit down into it as we take a nice deep breath, raising our arms just to our shoulders. And when they get to those shoulders, let your wrist break and paint that wall, coming right back down, standing up, never locking out your knees. Keep them soft. And your hands stop right at your legs. Now synchronize your breathing with it, inhaling up. Right to those shoulders, break. Exhale all the way down. Really exhaling, deflate those lungs all the way. And again. Again, remember to take nice care of those knees. You don't have to go too deep. We're working on synchronizing that breathing with our movement. So again, this is our meditation in motion. And again, break, paint that wall back down, standing up tall. And let's do one more. And break, and all the way down. Good. And bring your legs back together, heels back together. Now our next moves is more of a technical Tai Chi move that can take you into many forms. You're going to be seeing more forms throughout the week and on this program that is really Tai Chi, your 9-step and so forth. So this may help you get started with that program as well. We're going to start with brush, knee, and twist. So we're going to step out with that one leg. First, we're going to grab that ball of energy, but we're going to make it a smaller ball. We're going to step out with that one foot. We're going to bring that energy down, that energy ball by the hip. We're going to bring our arms up over by our ear or our shoulder. We're going to brush that knee and gently twist. Again, not leaning into it, staying up nice and upright. Now here's where our balance comes in. We grab again that ball of energy. We're going to bring that weight back on that back leg. Tap, pull it over, and again, brush knee and twist. And again, ball of energy. Bring that toe in, and again, brush knee and twist. It'll get easier, I promise. Just practice. And again, let's do one more on this side. Good. We're going to bring those feet back in, knees soft, and hands on your tabletop. So again, we're going to do the other side. We have to keep everything balanced, that yin and that yang, so everything's left and right. So again, now we're going to grab that ball of energy. Other hand is on top. This time we're going to step out. We're going to bring that ball of energy around. Again, coming right around that shoulder and brush knee and twist. Grab that ball, step in. And again, brush knee and twist. Ball of energy, bring it in around that hip. Step in and brush knee and twist. Let's do one more on this side. Ball of energy around that hip, right to the shoulder. Step out, brush knee and twist. Good. Knees soft, hands on your tabletop. The next one is grasp the sparrow's tail. Very similar to what we just did. We're going to just change the movements of our hands. So again, we're grabbing that ball of energy. We're going to step out with that one leg, bring it down to the hip. Now this time we're going to bring that hand movement all the way up to your ear. Right when you get to about your ear, each palm is going to meet, and you're going to just gently press out, grasping that sparrow's tail and push. So you're really bringing your weight out over that front leg, bringing some strength to that quad, and then we just release, and again, grab that ball of energy. Step in, bring it around right by that ear, step out, grasp the sparrow's tail. Ball, around that hip, to the shoulder, right there, and push. And again. Incorporate your breathing. Really working on some good balance here, strengthening that standing leg. Let's do one more on this side. Good. And step in. Hands come back to your tabletop. Same thing, other side. Grab that ball of energy, step out, bring it around you, and hands come right up to that ear. Right about your ear, you're going to let those palms connect and push out, grasping that sparrow's tail. Ball of energy out to the hip, up to the shoulder and ear, and press. Think of those calming waters inside, how you're shifting that water forward and back. And breathe. And grasp that sparrow's tail. Two more on this side. And one more. And push. Nice. Legs back together, hands on your tabletop, and knees soft. So now we're going to do a little cool down. We're going to do some massaging and some tapping. First, we'll again wash ourselves with chi from heaven. Bringing in that energy, collect it, bring it through the top of the head, through the eyes, and now wash. And again. Let's take our legs back out, squared off, to a small horse stance. Get your alignment, realign, readjust, just stand zen. We're going to do a little internal massage, bringing your hands right here in your dantian area, about an inch below your navel is where we store energy. It's where we want to store our energy. So right hand on the bottom for women or left hand for the men, we're going to just take our hands in, wrap them around, and we're going to push in gently on those internal organs, giving yourself a good massage. We never think about massaging our internal organs, do we? Well, it's very good for us. Very healthful. Good. And let's go the other way. It doesn't have to be really hard, but just enough to where you can feel it on the inside. Good. And just release it. Let your hands float up to your shoulders and float right back down. Good. Now let's do some tapping. We're going to just bring our arms up and start tapping, waking up all your blood cells. We're wanting to rejuvenate the skin growth. And just tap and tap, tap down, tap back up. Good, and around. Now we're going to tap down the arm, tap up the arm, under the arm for good breast health, underneath the rib cage and around, back up behind the neck, through the chest, other side, all the way down the arm and up, under the armpit again, around the breast and rib cage. We have a lot of lymphs under our arms. It's very good for breast health to keep them nice and active and moving. And we're just going to tap again that dantian area. Maybe give yourself a little pounding in the back around your lower back. Good. As we let our hands float up and just let them float right back down. Our next move we're going to do is cloud waving hands. There's many names for it, but it's one of the most popular moves in Tai Chi. It's beautiful, and when you get these moves, you'll feel like you've been doing Tai Chi forever. So we're going to get back into our Wuji stance, knees softened, shoulders down and back. We're going to take one hand in front of us, and we're going to scoop up all that love and compassion that we have for the world, each other, and ourselves, and bring it out to a wave. And again. And again. So it's nice and fluid. There's becoming no beginning and no end. It's a nice big circle. And let's take that hand down to the side as we do the same with the other hand. Again, pulling up all that love and compassion that we have for ourselves, the world, each other, and wave. And again. And again. So now we're going to integrate both of the arms together. As this one is coming out waving, we pull in the other arm through the heart with love and compassion, and we wave. The other hand coming up through the heart and waving. So now you have like a box in front of your body. Notice how your hands are wrapping and waving. We're going to step out and get a little bit again, just a little wider stance. We're going to go back into that pouring that we started with, pouring our weight from side to side. As we transfer that weight from leg to leg. And now we're doing beautiful wave hands like clouds. The more comfortable you get with it, you can have your eyes open, following the upper hand. So you're really getting a good workout for the eyeballs, opening up the meridians in the eyeballs. Notice the strength that it's bringing to your lower body, your legs, your thighs, your lower back. And your ankles. And again, working on that balance. You can even come out to a wider stance, bringing more weight down on those quads, making it bigger. If this was one move that you could learn at home for your home practice, it's the best, beautiful overall body workout. Good. Now we're going to step back with one foot. Back into a bow stance is what we call it. Your front foot hasn't moved. And we're completely bringing that weight again back and forward. Back into that shifting and calming those waters, transferring from the front and to the back. Good, we step back into our horse stance. And keeping everything balanced, we step back again with the other leg, keeping that front leg forward. And give that good spinal cord a good little twist, reaching all the way out forward and all the way back, transferring that weight on the front leg and transferring the weight on the back. And again, breathe and bring it back to the center. And we're going to finish off just a few more. Good. So that's a beautiful move that I hope that you continue to practice and make it into a daily activity. So in closing, we'll wash ourselves again with chi from heaven. Lots of good energy going on here. Pull it in, appreciate it, cultivate it, nurture it, and wash with it. And hands come to prayer. We're going to open our hands into a big, beautiful lotus flower that stands for strength, beauty, and purity. Inhale those elements. Let it out to the universe. And let it go. And back to prayer. Namaste.